shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning, welcome to Lawrence County Municipal Court. I'm Judge Capper. We have quiet down. Okay, these people right here, out in the lobby, out. Destiny and whoever's beside you, out. Come on. And the kid. Okay, we have a lot of reviews we're going to get to. When your name's called, come up to the table to the right if you're here for a review, and we're going to go over your file with you. Call the reviews, please.
Jeremy Caldwell, Deshaun Cooper, Mark Daniels, Misty Dotson, Corey Easton, Bridget Ellis, Anthony DeMarco, Jonathan Hall.
Jeremy Caldwell.
Yep.
25,338. It's an ODI. Okay, you have turned in 30 hours of community service since the last hearing. Where are you getting substance use treatment?
Do what?
Where are you getting treatment?
Valley Health.
Okay. Do you have a report from them today?
No, I didn't know I was supposed to bring one. I brought you the first one where they accepted me into their program.
Okay, yeah, you gotta bring me a report every time as to what you're doing, so I'm gonna order you to go do a urine screen.
Okay.
Go see probation, do a urine screen, and then we'll have you come back after we get the results. Deshaun Cooper, 24, 21, 41. ODI, fines are paid. I've got a report.
This is just my intoxication in the car still.
Your Honor, yes, turned in a day of community service at the animal shelter.
Okay, very good.
It's my last 2 hours.
Are these my copies to keep, or? Okay, thank you. All right, looks like you are completed. Your case is marked completed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No further reviews required.
Awesome.
Have a good day.
You too. Mark Daniels, 182674. I've got a report where you went to the counseling center for a while for detox.
Yep.
Foundations.
Yep.
Okay. It's a good report. You're just getting started. Looks like you got the right attitude.
Yep.
This could be
John
a
did.
totally new thing for you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right, well, we'll wait. You got fines and costs to pay, but we don't have to worry about that now. You're going to get clean. That's the main thing. You had an alcohol problem for a long time.
About 45 years.
How many?
About 45 maybe.
45, okay. Well, I've been around for most of those 45 years here at the court. Almost 35 of the 45. So let's see, when we should come back. Let's do 1st of August. August 4th. August 4th will be your next hearing. Good start. Keep it up.
Yep.
Misty Dotson, 23706.
Hey, could you please?
Thanks.
And on that report, Your Honor, it's 16 months clean, you just got it mixed up.
Okay. All right, your screen's good. You're doing buprenorphine. Community service is done. Okay, can you pay anything on your fines today?
Not today, Your Honor.
Okay. You can do community service to get credit on your fine. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. August 1st will be your next hearing. Start getting your fine taken care of. August 1st, 9 o'clock. Corey Easton.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, I think I want to have Ms. Easton go ahead and do a urine screen today. So let's do that and then come back after we do the urine screen. Read it out. 19,820, yes. 18,235, 13,35. That minute reads. Okay. You have paid off all of your fines. So what's the plan now? What's, I know you're still going to minute reads.
Yeah, so I just graduated on the 24th. I put in for a 30-day extension. I'm working on getting my license back
Okay.
and working.
You have a job now?
I'm in between jobs. I was working at Patty's and Pints, but it's a threat to my sobriety, so,
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. So you're looking for something else?
yes, sir.
Well, we've been together for a long time, but
Yeah.
I think we're going to break up now. You've done what you need to do here at the court. You paid your fines. You got a good report on your treatment. I think you got things going the right way, so I'm not going to monitor you anymore.
Thank you.
Congratulations and good luck. I hope things go well.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Your cases are completed. Gianmarco. Okay, they're talking about reducing your level of treatment, but you gotta, I think they're saying they want to see some stability in your employment for a while before that happens, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you're on board with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got community service and fines here today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how are we gonna take care of this?
I work at IHOP now. I just started a couple days ago, so give me some time, I'll get them taken care of.
Okay, and then you got 5 days of community service schedule.
Okay.
You can do those any day but Sunday,
Any day but Sunday? Okay.
here at the court.
All right.
So get in here and get it done. We've got a good report on your sobriety. Let's keep it up.
Okay.
I'll set you for August 4th as your next hearing at 9 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you.
August 4th, 9 a.m. Right, get that date down, August 4th. Jonathan Hart, 16/9/26. Jonathan Hart has not finished his case and hasn't appeared today. He was ordered to actually have 2 days of community service done by today. He hasn't done any. So it will be a benchmark for failure to hear.
We call Jeremy Caldwell. Jeremy Caldwell.
Okay, I can live with this. So keep doing what you're doing. Next time, bring me a report on your treatment. Yes, sir. Kind of like you did in May. And you made a payment this month, so we'll let that ride for now. I'll set your next hearing for August the 8th, 9 o'clock, August 8th. Second Friday in August.
Destiny Gerald, Robert Jenkins, Patrick Jones, Jeremy McMillan, Joshua Mullins, Douglas Price, Christopher Roadcap, Philip Williams, Christopher Workman.
All right, Destiny Gerald, 23,595. I want you to go do your urine screen. Go to probation. Robert Jenkins. Robert Jenkins is not here. 13/24/88, 12/59, 12/697, via warrant for failure to appear. Okay, Patrick Jones. Let's see, I got a message on him. Yes, from RRG saying he was in the hospital today. And they called into the clerk's office, so I'll continue. I'll continue his hearing to today for 2 weeks to July 14th. And I'll notify them by text right now, so I don't forget. Ellen. All right, I want Mr. McMillan to do a screen, and then we'll have him back after you guys hear him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Joshua Mullins, 19,634. Still owes fines and costs. He hasn't appeared, so be a warrant failure. Douglas Price, 22,276. Hasn't done anything. Be a bench warrant for failure to appear. Christopher Roadcap, 21,1172, ODI, 23,646, probation, or protection order violation. Okay, done 1 day of community service since your last hearing, it looks like, and it's going on your fines.
Your Honor, he was ordered to be here that day, and he was here.
Okay.
That's what-
Well, you need to be here again.
Okay.
Got a lot to do. So, you need to be coming out at least once a week with what you got left to do, or else I have to start setting the review hearings closer together.
Well, I've been helping my old lady move too, so that's,
What do you mean by old lady? Grandmother, your mom?
no, my fiance.
Okay. July 14th will be your next hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Philip Williams, 24, 25, 27, is here. All right, Mr. Williams, you've done everything, but I don't have a completion letter. I've got something from ARC, but it's old. Are you still going to ARC?
Yes, I touched base with them this morning. They said they sent a update letter for this month, and my completion date's supposed to be August 5th.
The last thing I've got is dated May 23rd. Let's check.
What's his name?
His name is Philip Williams. The last one was emailed to Mr. Major with a cover copy of Ms. Bledsoe. So, all right, just have a seat. We'll check and see if we got a report. I don't have it yet. Christopher Workman, 22-1555, 22-614. He did pay something on his fine, that's been it. He still has other stuff to do. Hasn't appeared. It's supposed to be a Bethesda outpatient. Taylor, do you have anything on Christopher Workman?
Let me check who you're calling.
Christopher Workman, he was supposed to be going outpatient to Bethesda. So I'm gonna go ahead, he's not here anyway. Let's see what you can find out. Issuing a warrant for failure to appear. Okay.
Recall Corey Easton, case number CRB 24247.
Okay, screen is good. Good job. Set your next hearing in August. August the 8th. 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Recall Destiny Gerald.
Well,
I do have my card for marijuana. And my mom's in the hospital. When we left there, we stopped at Outback and we ate and I drank with my sister. Like that was just on the way home, like a margarita or whatever.
okay. What about your community service?
I turned in another paper with 3 more hours on it.
To Mr.
To
Cooper?
Mr. Yes, out front.
Can you pay anything on your phone?
I can Friday. That's when I get paid.
I'll set you for August the 4th for your next hearing. 9 o'clock, August 4th. Okay, that finishes the reviews. We're going to work the arraignments now. So if you have a new case or an old case where you missed something, you need to be in the courtroom now. We're going to start those cases. So when your name is called, come up to the table to your right, just like the last folks did. Stand there. I'm going to go over the charge with you. You don't have to agree with it. It may be totally false. I don't file the charges. The prosecutor, Mr. Hill, his office files the charges. Have a seat, sir. When I'm finished, then you can get up and leave. So when your name's called, come up to the table to your right, stand there, I'm going to go over the charge with you. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. But what you're saying, if you decide to make statements, it's on the record. What does that mean? It's being recorded. Everything's being recorded. And the video. So it'll be an image of you saying whatever it is you said. If you admit something about your case, that can be played at the trial. So that's important. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state of Ohio prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Those are your rights as a defendant. You should not waive your rights as a defendant and enter a guilty plea or no contest plea unless you're absolutely sure that's what you want to do. Don't do it because you want to get the case over. It's not a good reason to enter a guilty or no contest plea. If you don't know what to do, if you're confused, if you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want a trial, you should enter a not guilty plea when you're asked for a plea. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Isaac Darton, case number TRD 23652.
You're Isaac Darton.
Yes.
It's alleged, Mr. Darton, that you failed to appear for a review hearing on January 24th of this year on a driving under suspension case. Got a warrant issued and looks like you got arrested on the warrant and had to post a bond.
Yesterday, yes.
Do you admit or deny you failed to appear for your review hearing?
I did.
Do you have a good reason for not appearing?
Honestly, I thought I had paid everything off. I brought my paperwork today thinking what I had paid off. I thought I was done with coming here. I went in front of you at the last time I was in jail, and you released me from the jail with time served. So I don't know after that.
I'm not showing you paid anything on this, and you had 5 days of community service I'm not showing you did anything on this case. What did you think you did?
I don't know what case this is, honestly.
Well, you had more than one case?
He did, Your Honor.
Yes.
He did community service toward another case, but it's been a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been probably 2 years now. I paid it off last year.
Well, this
I have
is a case from August of 2024.
August.
That wasn't 2 years ago. That was August
Last
of last
year,
year. Driving under suspension. So, I mean, do you admit you didn't come to court when you were supposed to, or do you want to challenge that and have a hearing about it?
I mean, I wasn't here. I did have a warrant, so I mean,
Okay, it looks like you failed to appear. You got sentenced to $250 fine and court costs, and you had 5 days of community service and supposed to pay your fines and court costs. And you haven't, on this case, from what I see in the record, you didn't do anything.
I can make a payment this week for sure, and I can do community service.
Okay, are you making a payment today?
I can't. I spent everything yesterday to get myself out of jail.
Okay. So let's make sure we're clear on this. You owe now, you got a $50 warrant fee. So now it's $575 total, fines and court costs and 5 days community service. And you have a bond out. So before, you got grace from January to June 29th. That's when you got arrested. Because I'll give you folks a clue. If you don't show up for a hearing, I issued a warrant. The sheriff isn't going to go out and beat your door down and come get you on a warrant for failure to appear. But you got to look over your shoulder all the time, because that warrant's just hanging out there waiting to drop on you at any minute. And it dropped on him, what day was that? On
Yesterday.
Sunday. And you wound up going to jail.
Yes, sir.
Then it cost you $250 to get out of jail, right?
Yep.
To get
300.
showers.
Yeah, 300.
300, okay. I didn't know what he charged. So here's the difference now. When I issue a warrant to the sheriff, now if it was a murder case, maybe he would come beat your door down. But on driving under suspension, he's not going to come beat your door down. Gary Sowards will come and beat your door down
Absolutely.
because he does not want to pay the court $2,500. And he will have to pay the court $2,500 if you don't show up. He will come snatch you up. And any of you other people listening, if you got a bond up with Mr. Sowards, you got to come to court unless you want to get thrown in the back of a car and hauled off to the jail at some time that you don't expect. That's the way this works. So now, you're on, you got to get here.
Yeah.
No excuses,
I'll
no
be here.
forgetting,
I'll be
no
here.
grandma's dying. I don't care about excuses. Get it done. Find a way to get it done. Don't find an excuse not to do it. Okay, let's set you for a review hearing. And if you get it done before the review hearing, you don't even have to come back. These are hearings to make sure you do what you're supposed to.
Okay.
If you don't show up, well, it won't be a review, it'll be a sentencing, because you got a bond. So, if you don't show up now, all I have to do is I keep this phone right here, and I text Mr. Sowards a copy of your bond. That lets him know. Within 2 days, he's gonna snatch you. He doesn't wait around.
No, I'll be here, so I ain't gotta worry about that.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Are you working?
I'm trying to. Trying to get back to work. I was roofing. I was working with Fairfax here in Chesapeake. I got let go from that. Trying to get back into the roofing, trying to find a company I can go to.
All right, so I'm gonna set it August, I was just wondering about your work schedule. I'll set it August the 8th, that's a Friday. It'll be a sentencing at 10 o'clock. If you get it done before then, you don't have to show up. You've got 5 days community service, you got $575 in fines and court costs. And if you want to work extra community service, you get a credit on your fines of $50 a day.
Okay.
Any questions? You know what you got to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
August the 8th, 10 o'clock is your next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Billy McKenzie, case number CRA 24-497A and B.
Billy McKenzie.
Your Honor, we were here most recently on, I think, June 6th, and there had been a day or two before that we'd appeared that Mr. McKenzie was unavailable. He was in the Scioto County Jail in connection to a probation matter. His family kept in touch with me, and he got out and got a hold of me today and said, "Hey, I'm coming in here today. Are you here?" I said, "Yeah, I'm here, so I'll stand up here with you." This is one we've been following treatment on. He's just starting into inpatient or outpatient?
Outpatient.
Where at?
Minute Reads.
He's starting outpatient at Minute Reads.
They had that restoring hope, right?
I was.
He had been in the past, yes.
Okay.
So at this point, Your Honor, I don't have my file here today, and I assume Mr. Hill doesn't either. I think our best bet would be just to set this back for another hearing and get a report from Minute Reads, and then kind of at that point regroup and figure out what we're doing.
Deal.
That's fine. We'd like to come back fairly soon, though.
I'm available the 7th, 14th, and the 18th.
14th. July 14th will be the next hearing.
July 14th, 10 o'clock.
And that's a preliminary hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jeremy McMillan.
Okay, it's an appropriate screen. Very good. And how's he doing without me reading the report?
I think we had a rule violation this weekend where he talked to a case manager into taking him personal shopping on blackout.
He's very persuasive. You may send him to law school.
Explain how that went.
Okay, you gotta follow the rules,
Yes, sir.
Jeremy. Although I've been in for you, you remember that, don't you?
Yes, sir. Very much. Very, very much.
Okay, well, You've made me proud in the past, make me proud going forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want to see you on August the 8th for your next hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Brandon G. Helton, case number CRD 2318, CRD 2135, 85 A and B, CRD 2130, 53.
All right, Mr. Helton, screen is good, appropriate. This was on, it looks like you missed a hearing some time ago,
Yes, Your Honor.
back in September of 2023. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Did you get arrested on a warrant, or you just came in on your own, or what's going on?
I came in on my own.
Okay, give me your story, what's going on, what's happened between September of 2023 till now?
I moved up to Waverly, Ohio, to be closer to my kids. And then at that point, I missed the court date, and I've been living up there. I work in Columbus, but it's just been weighing on me, so I figured it's time to come down and get it took care of.
Okay, well, I applaud that.
And I plan on being,
You got some community service and fines and costs to pay, right?
yeah, I plan on being here Saturday for my first day of community service. I paid some on my fines today, and I plan on paying more this Thursday.
And you're working now?
Yes, sir.
What's your work schedule?
Monday through Friday, but most time Fridays. If I do have a day off, it's going to be Friday.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do, I'll set you on a Friday for your review, and as long as you're making efforts to get your cases completed, since you're living where now?
Waverly.
I'll let you appear, you can appear on teleconference.
Okay.
You got a smartphone or a laptop?
Yeah.
Okay, you can appear by teleconference, a lot easier than driving in at least an hour
Yeah, a little over an hour.
from Waverly to here. That saves you 2 hours of travel time. You can appear on a teleconference for your review hearing.
What about paying my fines? Can I do that online or over the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a website, Court at Lawrence County Municipal Court. Google it. The
Okay.
website comes up. You can play online. You can check the status of your case online. There's a link, I believe, on there to appear by teleconference for your hearing.
Okay, yeah, I'll look into that.
And once you finish everything, there won't be any more hearings. You don't have to come anymore. So I'll set it on August the 8th, which is a Friday, at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
State of Ohio versus Norman Castrangelo. State of Ohio versus Norman Castrangelo. Case number TRC 25-1504, A and B.
Norman Castrangelo from California, San Bruno, California. He's not in jail?
Nope.
Okay, he was noticed to appear today. He has not appeared, so there'll be a warrant issued.
State of Ohio.
We don't need an interpreter.
Correct. State of Ohio versus Colleen E. King. Case number CRB 25-394.
And are you Colleen E. King?
Yes, sir.
Fails bringing you a copy of the charge. The state's alleged that at Fayette Township on June 29th, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Alexandra King, who's either a member of your household or a member of your family. So The charge is domestic violence. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
No.
You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, have one appointed, make the state prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Those are your rights. Do you understand those?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Can I get my own?
Yeah. How much time do you need to get your own lawyer?
I don't know, I mean,
Well, let me give you some time frame and see if you think you can do it within that time. So, how about the 25th of July? That's almost a month.
okay.
Think you can do it by then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, July 25th will be your next hearing. And it will be a pretrial at 10 o'clock. You're going to put down that you will hire a lawyer. I'm going to continue your bond. You posted a bond, so that's continued. And then the question to the prosecutor is, is there a protection order requested? Is the,
Yes.
Got it, Josh has it.
We've already prepared it.
is it a problem for you to stay away from Alexandra?
No, sir.
Okay, you don't live together.
No, sir.
Okay, so while this is pending, you're not to go around her or contact her or post things about her, you know?
Okay.
Because I want things to die down. I don't
Yes,
want-
sir.
I don't want there to be another incident alleged to have happened. So just stay away, let things die down, come back to court July 25th, unless your lawyer says they made arrangements for a different date, then you come back the date they tell you.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Not guilty, please enter for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
We're ready for pre-trial.
Okay, we're starting pre-trials. State of Ohio versus Aaron P. Brown, case number TRC 25502, A and B. Mr. Dewater's case.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, set for pre-trial.
Your Honor, this is a case we resolved back on April 7th, it looks like. The state was agreeable to amend the charge to reckless driving, but they wanted Mr. Brown first to complete the 72-hour driver intervention program. It's my understanding that he's done so.
Okay, and I do have a copy of the completion certificate in the file. Anything you wish to say, Mr. Brown?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, it'll be amended to 451120.
Yes, Your Honor, that was the discussion I had with Mr. Hill.
I'll pay the $150 fine. Court costs. Can you pay that today?
He's going to pay that before he leaves, Judge.
All right. See the clerk pay it, there'll be no probation as long as he pays today. Okay, there was a fee, Laughter Center, $10 fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See the clerk.
See the clerk before you leave to pay
State of Ohio versus Brandon P. Haight, case number TRC 25998, A and B.
My approach, Mr. Hill.
Yes. Set for pre-trial.
Your Honor, I discussed this with Mr. Hield at the court's request from the last pretrial. I don't know if you recall this specific case or not, but we had the trooper here today to talk to him about some issues involved in the case. So since the last pretrial, we've been able to identify two people who may be witnesses. I haven't had an opportunity to speak to them yet. We've also obtained today the 911 calls related to this incident, so discovery is ongoing. I think the police officer today did shed some light on his observations and his opinion. So if we can have one more pretrial proposed in that entry, I'm going to meet with Mr. Haight. We're going to go over all the discovery and see if a trial is going to be necessary or not.
All right, so the pre-trial is July 28th.
Okay.
July 28th will be the pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus KCR Hudson, case number TRC 25-1010, A and B.
Mr. Delawre's case at the pre-trial.
Your Honor, this is the case Mr. Hill and I discussed prior to court convening. It's my understanding we've got a resolution in this case. However, it would require Mr. Hudson to complete a 72-hour driver intervention program. We've talked to Mr. Lutz this morning. He says he has availability on here for the local program on July 31st. I've talked to Casey about the opportunity to do it. He could do it anywhere in Ohio, but I think he plans on doing it here locally. So,
Come back after that's completed.
yes, if we can.
You have dates in August that are due for you?
Yes, could we do it on the 18th?
Yes. August the 18th will be the next hearing for pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey J. Arnold, case number CRA 24-1021. Jeffrey Arnold.
Mr. Morford has the code, I think Mr. Murphy is on the docket.
All right.
Or the cross-filing, it's a cross-filing judge, and I don't know where my client is.
What's the, Mr. Morpheus?
Judge?
Oh, Murphy, Michael Murphy, Judge. Excuse me, yes, Michael Murphy, Mr. Morpheus.
State of Ohio versus Michael Murphy, case number CRB 25-151, CRB 24-823.
Mr. Murphy's in residential treatment and see him on the docket. But he's doing well, he's a house leader and doing everything he needs to do.
The only thing I know, Judge, on my case, it was a cross-filing to be dismissed upon, I guess one of the gentlemen had to pay the cost. I don't know which one was assigned cost, but it's been a while since I've had contact from my client.
Well, the costs haven't been paid on either case.
That's what I was afraid of.
He isn't able to work yet. He will be able to work at 126. He's close, but not there just yet.
They have 7 days, Judge, and I'll see if I can find him. Because I'm shocked he's not here, considering it's supposed to be dismissed, but
Okay.
I'll reach out.
Mr. Arnold has 7 days to appear for one issue. Since Mr. Murphy is in treatment, I'd rather just continue his. And then he's got a good report. And he has another case that's unrelated to this one too.
I think it's domestic.
It is. He's just started, or how?
He's been there for about he's going on his 3rd month, so they can't work until day 126. So we'll help him find employment once he's eligible to do that. But he's doing really, really, really well in the program.
Okay. Well, let's look in mid-August then, for a day. What's your availability, Mr. Moore?
I think I'm pretty good in August, Your Honor.
Okay. How about the 11th, August the 11th?
I have that's the one day I do have a trial, Judge.
15th?
I'm clear there.
Okay. Michael Murphy, at his request, is continued to August 15th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'd
Your Honor,
wait
we've
time
got
to
two
the
different,
judge.
I think, two different cases involved.
We did. 25-151 and 24-823. So he's inpatient treatment and doing well, so I was just going to continue.
So the one that's 151,
It's the one with the codependent.
Terry Krantz
I have that. Case, Your Honor.
Jeffrey Arnold's my cross-file.
That's his mother, Terry is, I believe.
Yeah, I have that case that's also set for today. With this crossfire.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's right here.
Okay, you come up. Okay, I was thinking it was the other case that was in the crosswalk. So
I think they might both be, but different individuals, I'm not certain of that.
State of Ohio versus Terry France, case number CRV 25-150.
So this was a 90-day continuance as well. We had discussed, since we were here last, Ms. Krantz has actually sought and attained a civil protection order regarding the co-defendant. He still has belongings at her home. She has them packed up in a single room and ready to be picked up, but she would rather he send a third party to pick them up rather than come himself because of the protective order. I told her I was going to tell Mr. Morford about that, and so I'm putting that onto the record at this point. I don't think there's no indication she needed to pay court costs, and there hasn't been any further problems. I believe the state's intent at this point would be to dismiss Ms. Krantz's case. Now, I don't know whether Mr. Murphy was supposed to pay court costs or not. I'm not certain of that.
My notes were it's going to be dismissed with payment of costs, but
That's my notes too, Your Honor.
does the state want to dismiss her case though, without payment of costs?
We're not opposed to doing that.
Okay, so Terry Krantz, 25-150, acknowledged without costs.
A charge she needs to take care of.
Oh, okay. She does have the assigned counsel.
Okay, so you want
$25.
$5 to the court. Can you do that? She can do that today.
All right, see the clerk on that. That's her only cost. On Michael Murphy, since he's in treatment and doing well, I'm going to continue, we'll keep it continued to August 15th. He'll still be in treatment then.
We'll try to arrange for a third party to pick up his belongings.
And if he does leave before then, let me know.
Absolutely. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Caleb M. Brown, case number CRV 25-388.
Well,
Mr. Smith's case.
This Judge, I've spoken with Mr. Hill. It's charged as an M4 disorderly. Mr. Hill has agreed to reduce it to an MM disorderly in return for a $50 fine plus court costs. And my client's willing to do that. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, anything you want to say to the court, Mr. Brown, before I finalize this?
No, sir.
Okay, and case number is 25-388. Okay, it'll be a MM disorder.
Yes, Judge, that was the agreement.
And you said $25 fine?
$50 fine is what Mr. Hill recommended.
All right, $50 fine, court costs. Can you pay that today?
Not today, Judge, he says.
Okay, I'll put him on level 5 probation and set a review hearing for January the 6th of next year.
January 6th.
9 o'clock. You'll need to see Mr. Mason today.
You know what?
See the probation officer to the left as you leave the courtroom.
Fine.
You should never have to go to jail in this case, but if you blow it off and don't pay and don't show up for your review hearing, you'll wind up getting a warrant. So that's the only way you can go to jail.
State of Ohio versus Jesse Lee Friend, case number CRA 25-355.
Mason County stuff. Just finally get it.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. report for Mr. Crane?
It is, Judge.
Now, he has a case in West Virginia that he has to take care of.
We're working with West Virginia. He also has one in common pleas in another county.
We have a pretrial this coming Wednesday, I believe, in common pleas in Judge Ballard's court. I'm representing him on that case as well.
Okay. Well, tell me what's going on with the West Virginia case.
That was an extradition out of Mason County, and not to talk about the other case, but there was an incident that happened in Gallaudet, Lawrence County, but for some reason, they've got the same charge in Mason County, and I'm still not sure. They're the ones we called that day, and they were closed.
Right.
And that's where they didn't seem real interested, at least. So I had no update on it, but I know that Taylor, but we're trying to help him figure that out, because if it's related to the one that's in common pleas here, it's not real clear why Mason County's looking for it.
Well, he needs to get it, that warrant needs to be withdrawn.
Yeah,
That's the only reason he's here, really.
Right.
We'll get it taken care of this week.
August 1st?
Let's see. I know I'm here the 4th without looking. Maybe I can check.
We can do the 4th.
Okay, I know I can do that.
August 4th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pre-trial.
Yeah. See, all right, take it.
State of Ohio versus Bobby Black, case number CRB 2556.
Can we approach them? Yes. All right, Mr. Black is here. Where's Mr. Cooper? He's here to report for his 3-day jail sentence that will be going into custody.
Yeah. Let's get over now. Yeah, that's what I want to do, yeah.
Okay.
I really never permission.
Yeah, they'll take it back there.
His review hearing is on October the 6th. Mr. Black is reporting for a 3-day jail sentence.
Yes, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Tim A. Fortner, case number CRB 25301. Mr. Morrison's case.
Mr. Morford's case set for pre-trial.
Can you come up here, please? Yeah, come right here.
I said, you know this is backwards. So he came to my house and sold it to me. I didn't even touch the man.
Third.
And you see on his face right here where he fell on the board. I didn't touch the man. He said the beard.
72 hours from
That's fine.
So 11 a.m. on Thursday, he should be released.
Me? For what?
That's what they're like. The next question is, do you want to have this heard by Judge Capper, or do you want a jury? I'm perfectly.
Which one you prefer?
Judge Capper is very fair.
Yeah, I know he is. I like Judge Capper. He was very.
Judge,
Yes.
I guess we're going to have to ask you to resolve this for us through a bench trial.
Okay.
I think I need to explain everything wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the dates I have available. The 25th, 28th, either July. And then
I'm good either day, Judge.
let's do the 25th. Set it for noon for trial.
Yes.
I'll make it in.
Okay.
I'll explain the procedure to you. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Judge Capper.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Beth Goble, case number CRA 25379. Beth Goble.
Beth Goble. Set for pre-trial. Yes, bond up.
I understand. Let's see.
$2,000 cash. So what we, before I forfeit the bond, what we need to find out, she was ordered to turn herself in to Athens County. There was a warrant for her there by today.
Is that Thomas Spears, Your Honor?
No, this is on Beth Goble.
Okay, thank you.
There was a bond posted for her. She had until today to turn herself in for a return here. She had to turn herself in Athens County before 8 a.m. this morning or appear here. She failed to appear here, so we need someone at the prosecutor's office to find out if she's appeared in Athens County, if there are warrants still outstanding.
Mr. Smith mentioned Thomas Spears, they're also checking on him.
Missy was just checking on that with Athens. I don't know what she found out yet. Your Honor, I do have an update from Mr. Gwynn. Apparently his board has been lifted. He's got a court date in
December in Athens County.
December?
December.
Well, have they withdrawn that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Thomas Spears, case number CRA 25376, Your Honor, we did file out on that one. They recalled their warrant.
and he is here, Judge, Mr. Spears.
Okay.
And he's in treatment with the RRS.
Yes.
All right, on Mr. Spears, the warrant's been withdrawn, so case here is dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Smith, case number TRD 25820. Brittany Smith.
She had been at RRS, but she hasn't been there since May.
Yes, sir.
And she hasn't appeared today. I told her, for the last hearing, I would dismiss her case if she got her license valid. She hasn't appeared, so there'll be a warrant issue for not appearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Y'all are ready for the
Okay, we have a few cases at the jail to do.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas Atkins, case number CRB 24295, CRB 24294, CRB 24293, and Derek Jenkins is on that.
Mr. Smith's case.
It is, Judge, and we were here Friday, and apparently he may have been under the influence Friday. There was a bed for him Friday. I can't recall which agency it was.
OVP.
OVP. Priest is here. I'm hoping they still have the bed, and he's in a frame of mind, he's ready to go to treatment.
Okay, well, let's, unfortunately, Leanna's not here, I'm trying to grab us here. Oh, she is here, okay.
Good. Oh,
Nicholas Atkins,
Yes, we are willing to take him.
see, and one of these is a felony. Does he need an ankle monitor?
We've never had an issue with him taking off or anything like that ever, so I would say no.
Okay. Well, Mr. Atkins, I'm going to release you to go to treatment at OVP. This is going to be inpatient, and if you leave, there's no place you can go to where the warrant won't be good. It'll be a nationwide warrant. You'll have to leave the country, and there's most countries that you go to have an extradition treaty, so there's really no place to hide. So take this as an opportunity to get clean, and I'm going to monitor your progress. Let's come back in a reasonable period of time to see how you're doing. I'm thinking the 14th of July if you're available.
I'm here the 11th or the 18th, all around it, just 14th I have a trial. 21st, 25th.
18th.
18th is fine, yes, Judge.
July 18 will be the next hearing. All right. Mr. Atkins, you can hear all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Derek Jenkins of the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 25393, and Christopher Kip is on that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Roger.
bond, very small bond for you. On Friday, you weren't able to bond. Okay, so you want now Pike County to come pick you up?
I have no clue if they are picking me up.
Well, I didn't tell them to come because I thought maybe you were gonna postpone and go turn yourself in, but that hasn't happened, right?
I haven't been able to get on the phone or anything like that. What is the bond?
$1,000.
Yeah, I haven't even been able to get on the phone or nothing.
Well, I think we probably did you talk to Mr. Sowers about a bond?
No.
Well, here's the way this works. If you want to try to bond, I'll give you more time, but I'm not going to tell Pike County to come get you if you're going to bond, because there's no reason for them to come to the jail in Ironton to pick you up if you're going to get out and go turn yourself in. If you don't want to try to get out and turn yourself in, then I'll order them to come get you. You want me to order them to come get you, or you want to try to bond?
I've never done the bond thing, but I can bond out probably. I just have never done it.
Okay. Well, it's a pretty minimal bond, so if you've got $1,000, you can post that at the court. You get it all back if you turn yourself in Pike County. If you can't afford $1,000, you can pay a bail bondsman a fee. You don't get the fee back, but they're liable for the $1,000. So usually it's $150, $200 to get out.
Okay.
Do you think you can come up with that?
Yeah, I can make a phone call and see what I can do.
Well, so I'm going to continue it to Thursday if you want more time.
Okay.
So that means if you can't postpone, you're going to be sitting in our jail till Thursday. That's the next time I'm going to get back to you.
Okay, so if I didn't do that, then you would just tell them that Pike County come get it.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
And what's in Pike County? No trespassing?
There's a warrant for your arrest. Failure to appear is all it says. It's out of the county court. Probate, well, no, this is failure to appear is all it says.
Okay, yeah, well, I'll just find out.
It's a case number this year though, so it's a fairly recent case. It's 25 case number. That means it was filed in this year.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll just figure out what to find out.
Okay, so you want me to tell the bail bondsman to get in touch with you?
Yes, sir.
Or you already doing, so we're letting him know right now. So he should be in touch with you about posting.
Okay.
Do you have somebody you want him to contact, or does he need to call you?
Yes.
Who do you want him to contact?
My mother or father.
Their names?
Darren and Brother Jenkins.
Do you have a phone number for them?
Yeah, 740-947-3917. That's the home number.
Okay, hold a minute. 740-947-3917.
Yeah.
That's your
That's the
parents'
home
phone number.
number. And then the cell phone number is 740-222-3288.
Did you get that? Yes. Okay. We're going to give that information to the bail bondsman.
Okay.
And then just to keep track of you, I'm going to, because we're having court on Thursday this week, so I'm going to put it on the docket for July 3rd to see what's happening with you. I don't want you sitting in the jail where we forget about you.
Okay.
So if you're still in the jail on July 3rd, I'll see you like this. If you get out, I want you to turn yourself in. Well, hopefully by July 3rd, or let us know what's going on by July 3rd. If you can't turn yourself in, then let the court know or appear here July 3rd at 10 o'clock at the court in Chesapeake.
Okay.
Do you understand what you need to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. July 3rd is your next hearing in this court.
All right, thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Christopher N. Kip. Case number CRB 25357.
Oh, is it? Okay.
No, that's not.
Oh, that's not him, okay. Christopher Kipp, is my understanding, has already been transferred to Star. He has a case pending here. I'm gonna go ahead and just issue a warrant for him. That way, when he finishes up at Star, he'll have to come back here.
Jenny Ferris.
State of Ohio versus Joseph Rollins, Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 25395, CRB 25396.
Sir, D. Joseph Rollins. Can you hear me, Mr. Rollins?
What is your order?
Can you hear me?
For what's all happened, I'm having really hard trouble hearing.
Okay, well, let me start again. You're Joseph Rollins,
Yes, Your Honor.
and you can hear me now?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is what's called your arraignment hearing. And you're appearing in the court in Chesapeake on a television. And it's all being recorded. What I say, what you say. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to have an attorney, and to have an attorney appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state of Ohio prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things? Okay. Your charge, looks like there's more than one. And they were faxed to the jail about 15 minutes ago, so I don't know if you have them, but they're there at the jail now, your copy of your charges. You've got two charges. 25,395, that's the most serious, it's felonious assault. The state's alleging that on June 29th, in Rome Township, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Roger Spurlock by means of a deadly weapon. That is a felony of the second degree. The maximum penalty for that is 8 years in jail and a $15,000 fine. The second charge is disorderly conduct. That's 25,396. It alleges at the same time you were involuntarily intoxicated and engaged in conduct that presented a risk of harm to yourself or others or their property. That's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty is $150 fine. You understand these charges?
You said that the last one was just $150 fine?
That's the maximum.
You may have already signed that out.
Well, is there any time to serve on that?
No. That's like a hangnail compared to the other charge, so you don't need to focus on that. You need to focus on the felonious assault. That's the serious charge.
Okay,
Do you have money to hire a lawyer?
no, Your Honor, but everything that happened that night was on video, and it was in self-defense.
Okay. Do you have a job?
No, I heard my ankle, I've been out of the job.
You don't have any income coming in right now?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Morford and Roger Smith.
I'll appoint Roger Smith to represent you. Mr. Smith is here, so he's going to be your attorney. His most serious charge is a felonious assault.
Yes, sir.
What's the state's position on bond for Mr. Rollins?
State would request a $7,500 cash assured bond.
You think you can post bond?
Can you say that again, Your Honor?
$7,500 cash or surety bond. So what that means is if you have $7,500 in cash, you can post it with the clerk. If you appear at all your hearings, you get it back at the end of the case. If you can't post it, you can use a bail bondsman. That's the surety. The The bail bondsman will guarantee your appearance, and then you pay them a fee to guarantee your appearance, and if you don't show up, they have to pay the $7,500 and will come get you to make sure you come to the court as ordered.
Is that 10%?
Sorry, say it again, Rick.
Well, she shouldn't be speaking out in the middle of court. Someone asked if it was 10%. I don't know, you have to negotiate that with the bail bondsman.
Well, you're all saying 7,500 cash or surety, what is surety?
The bail bondsman. So I'm going to let Mr. Smith talk to you about this. He's been in the jail since yesterday.
I can
Yes.
post that if it's 10%.
Someone here says they could post that.
Your Honor, there's, I'm sorry.
Is a protection order requested?
Yes, and there's an indication from the report that alcohol or other substances might have been involved in these circumstances. So we'd like to see him be assessed if he's going to be released on bond also, just for his own good.
Do you have, how do you pay for medical treatment? Do you have a medical card?
I don't know the information to any of that. I can get a copy of it, somebody will send me a copy of it.
Okay, I'm told that you do. So as a further condition of bond, I'm going to require to get a substance use assessment. And there's several agencies here that can do it. So who wants to talk with her about getting that set up? Are you related to him, ma'am?
To do what exactly? I don't know.
Are you related to this gentleman?
He is my fiance, 7 years.
Okay. And your name?
Michaela Duke.
Duke?
Duke. I was there the whole night also.
All right.
She has everything on video, Your Honor.
And Mr. Rollins, you're okay with Ms. Duke releasing information about you to try to get you set up for an assessment?
Yeah.
Hold that word out. Can you say it again, Your Honor? And I'm sorry.
You're okay with Ms. Duke giving information to treatment providers to get you set up for an assessment for substance use issues?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What's your preference, Mr. Smith, on coming back for a preliminary hearing?
Judge, if he's going to post bond, you feel like you can do that, post bond?
I don't care, 750 for 10%, yes.
Judge, I'm here, well, the 7th, I know that's a busy day, but that would be in case you can't post bond. The 11th, 18th, 21st.
11th would be there. You're confident you can post a bond?
If it's that 10%, yes.
Okay. Well, you'll need to, we can put you in touch with the bail bondsman. Let's set it for the 11th. We can try to move it up, I guess, if he's still in jail.
Okay.
At this point, I'm going to set it for July the 11th. 7,500 cash and surety and an assessment. Who wants to speak with Ms. Duke? Okay, we got a couple you can talk to, get that arranged. And she's been given information for bail bondsman. You've been given the bail bondsman? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, July the 11th at 10 o'clock is the next hearing. You will come to Chesapeake, where she is today, for the next hearing. So all around 10 o'clock. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Roger Spurlock. So your order to stay away from Roger Spurlock while this case is pending. That's not a problem. You don't live with Roger Spurlock?
My dad and him don't get along either. They don't like.
That's your father?
The one that came and got us.
Okay. He has to stay away while the case is pending. Roger Spurlock's not here, I think.
State of Ohio versus James Stapleton at the Lawrence County Jail, case number TRD 23171.
It's within the 15 days.
James Stapleton, that's you?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Stapleton, it's alleged that you had failed to appear in this court for a hearing on a driving under suspension citation back in June of '23. And you got a warrant issued because you failed to appear. It looks like you just got arrested on a warrant. Well, sir, let me ask you a question. Do you admit or deny that you failed to come to your hearing?
I didn't know.
Do you admit or do you deny that you failed to come to your hearing in June of 2023?
Yes, sir, I'll go about it, go on, and stuff like that, and I apologize for everything on that. I was moving from Huntington to Ironton, and stuff like that, and I'll go all about it.
How long you been in jail?
Since Friday, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to find that sufficient to take care of your failure to appear. The case will be dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
We're finished at Lawrence County Jail.
That finishes up at the jail.
State of Ohio recalls Beth Goble, case number CRA 25379. Your Honor, the prosecutor's office informed me that she has not turned herself in as she was ordered to do. She's not in custody.
Okay. I'll order that the bond posted be forfeited.
State of Ohio versus Crystal Osborne, case number CRB 1350, CRA 1310. Your Honor, this is set for sentencing.
Okay. Crystal Osborne. You have fines to pay, and it looks like you paid them.
Sir,
All right, the cases are concluded.
thank you.
Pretty good.
State of Ohio versus Aaron Allen, case number CRB 25325, A and B. Now, this is set for trial dates, Mr. Morford's case, so I'm not sure where he went.
Aaron Allen.
Aaron Allen.
And on Mr. Williams' case, they're still looking for your report, so somebody's working on that right now.
Okay, I'll go with John. They were supposed to send it to him.
Might go to the probation office, that's where it's supposed to be, that's where they're checking, so go there and check in with them. Well, it's not set till noon. Are we still having this trial on there now?
Oh, no. I've got witnesses here. Did we meet off the record on this, Your Honor?
Yes. I think this is about all we got left, other than the still Williams that we're looking for a heart report on. Okay, court will be in recess.
You're in and you're back.
Whoever's done that line. Hearsay. It's rumors. It's rumors. Not true. It's unproven. It's not fact. Yeah, it's not true. You do. You want to take that back? I'll open the door. I guess he says he does. I reckon he says. I think I trial. Oh, I thought he was see. I thought he was he want us back there? He's got somebody in there.
That's what I thought.
We're just getting recessed.
Yeah,
We're just getting recessed.
yeah, he's not ready for us, he's got somebody
okay.
else.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Okey doke.
This is a quick one. Usually take till 1:30.
Well, you've got that, you've got to recall that, kind of around these report and stuff. You've got this, they're working